This is Good Morning Transfers, and this is your transfer update. Don't forget, you can keep across all the latest information as it happens on our dedicated Transfer Centre blog. Just scan the QR code on the screen. It'll take you.
Well, as the World Cup moves into the latter stages, business is starting to heat up in the Premier League. For more on the latest transfer news, as you can see, I'm joined by James Savundra. James, we've seen some major midfield moves already in the Premier League. Looking like Manchester United might be next in line to make a move. Who are they looking at?
Well, Aurélien Tchouaméni and Alex Scott remain very high on their list of midfield targets. They've missed out on Matheus Fernandes. He's joining Tottenham. We've seen Elliot Anderson go to Manchester City. Sandro Tonali will be confirmed very soon as a Spurs player as well. And we know midfield is the priority for Manchester United in this transfer window. So I mentioned those two players there. In terms of other players on this list, Felix Metscher, Ayoub Boadi, Sander Berger at Fulham and Eduardo Camavinga at Real Madrid. Now, the situation around the two Real Madrid players is slightly confused here because Real Madrid themselves are looking for a revamp in midfield this summer. So if they are to bring in a midfielder, we know they've been looking at the likes of Rodri. They put out a statement about Enzo Fernandez, which we'll get on to later today. But if there is room for them to move on one midfielder, it's felt Camavinga could be the player who departs. So that could be a potential alternative for Manchester United. But it feels like Alex Scott and Tchouaméni are two of the top targets right now.
Aurélien Tchouaméni and Madrid do what they do best. Down a goal, up a goal.
Manchester United have reportedly emerged as admirers of Real Madrid midfielder Aurélien Tchouaméni, with speculation suggesting the Premier League club are monitoring the French international as they continue their search for midfield reinforcements this summer. Although there has been no official confirmation from either Manchester United or Real Madrid, and no formal negotiations have been reported, Tchouaméni's name has begun to feature in transfer discussions as United assess potential additions ahead of the new campaign. Since joining Real Madrid in 2022, Tchouaméni has established himself as one of Europe's leading defensive midfielders. The French international has impressed with his composure under pressure, tactical awareness, ball-winning ability, and accurate distribution. His performances for both club and country have earned widespread recognition, making him one of the most highly regarded players in his position. Manchester United are believed to be evaluating options that could add greater balance and stability to their midfield. A player with Tchouaméni's profile would offer defensive protection in front of the back line, while also helping the team control possession and launch attacks from deeper areas. His athleticism, intelligence, and versatility could make him an ideal fit for the demands of the Premier League. However, any potential deal would likely be far from straightforward. Tchouaméni remains an important member of Real Madrid's squad, and the Spanish giants would be under no obligation to entertain offers unless they received a proposal that matched their valuation. His long-term contract and importance to the team could make any transfer difficult and potentially expensive. For now, the reported interest remains speculative. There is no indication that Manchester United have submitted a bid or entered into discussions with Real Madrid regarding the midfielder's future. As is often the case during the transfer window, many names are linked with major clubs before concrete negotiations take place. With the summer transfer window still open, supporters will be watching closely to see whether the reported interest develops into a genuine pursuit or fades as Manchester United continue to evaluate their options. Until official developments emerge, Tchouaméni's future remains firmly at Real Madrid, despite the growing transfer speculation surrounding one of Europe's most accomplished midfielders.